So the question becomes, how do you lose weight and keep it off? That's the question a lot of people have. How do you lose weight and keep it off? And my answer is that if anybody is capable, or if anybody understands, which everybody should, the concept of arithmetics that we all learned in school. 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4, 4 plus 4 equals 8, 8 minus 2 equals 6, 6 minus 1 equals 5. If anybody that understands this concept is quite capable of losing weight and keeping it off. And how do you go about this? I usually recommend to people trying to do this to go get them a scale, put it in your bathroom, in your living room, in your bedroom, or wherever you feel comfortable. Put it up there. Every morning when you wake up, weigh yourself, see what your weight is. When you come back in the evening, you weigh yourself again, see what it is. If you lose weight from the time you weigh yourself in the morning to the time you weigh yourself in the evening, if your weight drops from what it was, that means you took in less calories, which means you ate less food, or you burned more calories, which means you got to engage in some calorie burning activities. That's a good sign. If, on the other hand, you weigh yourself in the evening and your weight increases, that means you either ate more food, burned less calories, or did not indulge in any activity, calorie burning activity, which is a bad sign. By the way, people lose weight overnight. So when you weigh yourself in the evening when you come back, by the time you weigh yourself in the morning, your weight may also have dropped, depending on a lot of things. Perspiration decreases weight to get rid of the buildup of liquid in the body, which is a good weight increase factor. You can perspire, you can urinate. Urination also drops weight. So when you weigh yourself in the morning, notice the difference between what it was when you weighed yourself the night before. If you do this over time, meaning something like a month or 2 months, you will be able to figure exactly how much calorie you need in a day, or how much food you need in a day to function. And by the way, a lot of people have questions about calories. What is calories? How do I determine how much calorie that my body needs? Calorie is just a unit of energy, that we get from the food we eat. Every food we eat contains energy, and those energy is measured in calorie. Calorie is the word that nutritionists or medicine or biologists use to connote the energy or the unit of energy that the food that we take in gives us. And by the way, everything, the weight loss industry is a big industry. They have all these weight loss medications, food, diet, drinks and food, and all kinds of foods that they claim will cause you to lose weight. I'm not even going into discussing those, other than to say that everything we eat into the body, as long as it has nutritional value, contains calorie. Everything we eat, as long as it's made of matter and it contains got nutritional content, it has calories. Now, if you take a bunch of wood or ash or sand and you eat them, they might fill up your stomach. They are also made of matter, so they may contain a little bit of calories, but not enough, not any significant amount of calories. But every other thing that we eat that have nutritional value contains calories. So the best way to measure your to calibrate your caloric intake is to weigh yourself over time, like I said, be able to factor in, or at least be able to know how much food you need in a day and how much calorie you burn in a day. You know this over time by just weighing yourself, like I described before. Once you are able to do this, then you are quite capable of calibrating your weight. You're quite capable of calibrating the amount of food you eat. You're quite able to calibrate the amount of calorie you take in a day. So sometimes as human beings, we might indulge, we might go to a party, we might go to an event where we eat up and drink a lot of stuff. That is normal human living. Once you're able to calibrate your caloric intake, even after such an indulgence, you can always, once that time is over, once that indulgence is over, you can always go back to your routine and be able to calibrate, be able to follow your procedure and be able to return to your previously calibrated method. Within a short time, your weight will drop because you will be able to know. You already figured out how much caloric intake in a day. So you'll be able to know exactly what to do to drop down the weight back to the normal size you was. So this is how you lose weight and keep it off. Now, we'll deal with this a little bit more in my future video.